Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think while you're settling down, um, I think we should get started. It's 9:30. First of all, my name is Ravi Kulkarni. I'm the PHRN coordinator, and I would like to welcome you all to our second PHRN Research Day. So we do have the name badges ready. Those who haven't picked up, please feel free to pick them up. So I'm really, excited with the overwhelming response with the registrations. So we have a very good blend of people coming from academia, industry, as well as government organizations, and I think we'll have a good one today. Just a few housekeeping things. We have the washroom just right through to your right, and we'll have the coffee break around 10:30 once we start the presentations. So with the agenda today, the schedule is, you might have all seen through. So we'll have a brief introduction and then few words by Dr. Shan Sharif, who is leading the PHRN, followed by Dr. Eva Notch. Then we'll have the student and postdoc presentations. Then in between we'll take a coffee break at 10:30. Then followed by the lunch. We'll start a little bit early lunch at 11:45, which will be joined by Mr. Lloyd Longfield, our MP for the Guelph, as well as our Vice President for Research, Dr. Campbell, and Dean OVC as well as OEC. Then we'll have the academia and industry presentations, where we'll have the UFG faculty as well as industry representatives giving small talks, followed by a session which is especially meant for networking, collaborations, and future poultry research prospects. So with that, I would like to ask Dr. Shan Sharif to give an update on the PHRN.
Well, thanks very much, Ravi, and it's absolutely delightful to see everyone here. I do actually see lots of familiar faces and some of less familiar faces, but I hope that over the next few months or a couple of years, we are going to become really good buddies and good friends. So I can tell you that we've been working really hard on assembling the meeting today, the forum today, and Ravi, I have to really thank you for doing all the work on my behalf. And I was actually disclosed not to show up today because I was stuck, somewhere at the Office of Research today. So, having said that, there are a few updates that I wanted to share with you with respect to the PHRN. You've been receiving updates from Ravi, and I hope that you don't mind getting your getting your inbox bombarded by emails from PHRN, sometimes directly or sometimes indirectly, because I know that sometimes secretaries have a tendency to just push the forward button, and without knowing whether or not the recipient has already received the notification, you do actually sometimes get double notifications and so forth. So I hope that you wouldn't mind receiving a few notifications. We've tried as much as we could to make sure that we streamline the way we communicate with you, and this is basically an ongoing process for us, so I hope that you don't mind that. There are a number of updates that I needed to tell you about. Migration to the new website. Many of you, I'm sure, have already looked at the new website. It's looking spanking clean and looks, as far as I'm concerned, very good. However, I have to say that's just my personal biased opinion. We would greatly appreciate you taking a look at the website. It's phrn.net. And send us any comments that you have in order to enrich the website, in order to modify things, edit it, etc., etc. If there's some typographical errors or grammatical errors or what have you, we would also be more than happy to accommodate those and address those. And as well as if you have any substantive additions or omissions that you would like to see happen, we would also be very happy to receive those. Many of you have participated already in our monthly seminar series. As you know, over the last 5-6 months or so, we've initiated monthly seminar series. Every month we have at least one person, either from academia or from industry, giving a talk on whatever they're interested in. It could be research, or it could be direction of research for the poultry industry or livestock industry as a whole, or it could be just some interesting thing that they've come up with during the course of their professional activities. So by all means, please do participate in those monthly seminars. Many of you have also probably seen some of the YouTube videos. Our good friend Kevin has been working tirelessly on taping any of the seminar series, and also today's talk, all the talks are going to be taped, and most likely they're going to be available on YouTube shortly, probably within the next couple of weeks or so, they're going to be available. So please take a look at those. We would very much welcome any newsworthy stories that you would like to share with us. We are here to serve you, so by all means, if there is anything that you would like to share with us, please send them to me, or send them much better to Ravi, because he responds to his emails much quicker than I do. So please bring those stories forward and bring them to our attention. Now we've had social media presence. We've had social media presence for the last little while, but I think thanks to Ravi, he's been able to accelerate the process of tweeting, and now we are surpassing 1,000 followers on Twitter, which I'm told is a major accomplishment. I don't actually own Facebook, I don't own Twitter, but I've been told that if you have 1,000 followers, then it's a big deal. So I take the Ravi for his word. It is a big deal, so we are constantly tweeting. So if there is something that you think would be of interest to the world to know, please do send those things to us, because we have followers and subscribers from all 5-6 continents of the world. We are hoping to plan for conferences, and I'm talking about international conferences. There have been a few candidate conferences that we've been working with Poultry Industry Council to host in the future. Those are still ongoing projects, but I hope that at some point in the near future we can come to some sort of a conclusion with respect to hosting at least one international conference shortly, probably in late 2016 or probably in 2017. But we'll see what happens. That's depending on how much funding is going to be available. We've also started working with some of our industry partners, and some of you are actually sitting in the crowd, so probably you know who I'm talking about. We've started working with some of our industry partners because we understand and we recognize that there are lots of interesting projects and interesting research problems that require some academic endeavors, and we are happy to help you. So if there are some relevant issues for industry partners that you think we are able to tackle those, please come to us. And we do actually have, like I said, and Ravi has also alluded to, we have a very good cadre of researchers who are going to be able to address some of those questions and some of those problems. So I think, having said that, Ravi, I have everything that I needed to say. I'm just going to pass on the torch to Dr. Naj, who's been the poultry program coordinator for OMAFRA. Eva?
Well, thank you very much, Shayan, and thank you very much, Ravi, for organizing this meeting today. And good morning and welcome everyone to the Research Day of the Poultry Health Research Network and OMAFRA. Ravi gave me 5 minutes max, so I better actually stick to my notes and just welcome you and have a few words to say. It's great to see this high turnout today, and importantly, in addition to the researchers, graduate students, postdocs, and staff members, we have representatives from industry, government, university administrators, administration. If it's not now, they're coming a little bit later. Again, thank you all for coming and attending today's meeting. I need not to tell to this audience that poultry is a key sector of Ontario agriculture, and because of the increasing demand on poultry meat, egg, and poultry products, more likely we will have new issues, problems in the future, as we had not a long time ago, like the avian influenza problem. We need new housing or cages, environmental issues, or to mention the antibiotic use in poultry and in general. So in order to address these problems, we need to be proactive and certainly be prepared for the challenges. Poultry research is going to be very strong at the University of Guelph. Our researchers are known nationally and highly respected internationally. Scientists are in different departments of different colleges, and there are more than 100 graduate students and postdocs working on poultry research on campus. OMAFRA Invest, and now I'm wearing my poultry coordinator hat. OMAFRA invests heavily in poultry research, and we are thankful for that. Needless to say, as researchers, we would always like to have more research dollars, and hopefully those dollars will be committed to our research. In addition to the operating funds available in the production system, emergency management, new initiatives, just to mention a few projects, the graduate students' fellowships are important contribution to our research and contributing effectively to HQP training. In addition, the ARCO Research Station and isolation provide a unique and much needed infrastructure for us. We very recently received a CFI MRI fund, and new isolators, horse 4 unit, were installed in the isolation facility, and it's heavily used. We started to use them for our poultry research, especially Dr. Sharif's lab. And moreover, there were new infrastructure investment at the ARCA station. We have new cages, upgrades in the housing system, especially for behavior studies and the lighting studies. And I take this opportunity to welcome our new manager at the ARCA Research Station. I don't see Dave's face at this moment. He said he was coming. Dave Vandenberg, who took up the manager's position, which is a challenging one, is going to be a challenging one in the future. So thank you, Dave, for taking up this position and working on that. And also I would like to thank everybody at the ARCA Research Station helping us, and as well at the isolation facility, because without their work we cannot accomplish what we have accomplished so far. Today is an excellent KTT venue for all of us in OMAFRA Research, and I encourage everybody to take advantage of the diverse audience participants to network, make connections, foster new collaborations, and meet new and old friends. I'm sure we are going to have a fun day and a very productive day. And I think with this one, I will give the microphone back to Ravi, and actually, we can have the science part. Okay? Thank you for your attention.